King Lear, Act 4. Edgar and Gloucester, who was now blind, met out in the windy heath. Edgar took care of his father, but didn't say who he was. He still pretended to be poor mad Tom. Gloucester remembered seeing Tom the night before with Lear. The old man said,
"He reminded me of my poor son Edgar. How I wish I could hold him in my arms again. Though I will never be able to see him now, we are like flies, and the gods are like cruel little boys that torment and kill us for fun."
While Gloucester was talking like this, Edgar could hardly speak because of his sorrow at seeing his poor father blinded. Gloucester now asked Edgar to take him to Dover. He wanted to throw himself from the high cliffs there and end his unhappy life. Edgar agreed, but instead took him to the middle of a field. Gloucester jumped, but of course he only fell to the ground. Edgar lifted him up, pretending to be a friendly stranger. He allowed his father to think that he had fallen and survived by a miracle. Meanwhile, Goneril had fallen in love with Edmund. She now despised her own husband, the Duke of Albany, as a weak person. On the other hand, Albany had come to hate what Goneril, Regan, Cornwall and Edmund between them had done. He told his wife,
"You are not worth the dust which the road wind blows in your face."
Then a messenger brought the news that the Duke of Cornwall had died after the servants' attack during the blinding of Gloucester. Goneril was immediately worried by this news. It meant that her sister Regan was now a widow and might marry the man she now wanted for herself, Edmund. Albany's mind was on something very different. He now understood that Edmund had betrayed his own father to Cornwall's cruelty, and he was very angry. He decided to punish Edmund for being such a terrible traitor. At this point, the King of France had to return to France, leaving Cordelia near Dover with his army. There, she read Kent's letter telling her about Lear's fall into madness. Lear was now in Dover, but he felt too ashamed of the way he had behaved towards Cordelia to see her. Gloucester and Edgar met Lear covered in wild flowers and out of his mind. Gloucester recognized Lear's voice as the old king explained that the poor and the powerless are always the ones who are punished for their crimes, while the rich and powerful do the same things but are not punished. Then Lear recognized Gloucester, the first sign that his madness was beginning to disappear. Meanwhile, Goneril's servant Oswald had been ordered to find Gloucester and kill him. But Edgar, still in disguise, prevented this. They fought and he killed Oswald. Then he found and read a letter that Oswald was carrying from Goneril to Edmund. In the letter, Goneril told Edmund to kill her husband Albany so that he could marry her. Now, Cordelia found Lear. She was very sad to see him mad. Her doctor gave him medicine to make him well again.
"How's the king?"
He is still sleeping.
"Ah, you kind gods, repair his broken mind and bring him back to his senses."
We could wake him now, Your Majesty. He has slept long enough.
My dear father, I hope this kiss can help to repair the damage that my two sisters did to you. Even if you were not their father, they should have respected your white hairs.
When he woke up, he was confused and didn't know where he was.
Sir, do you know me?
You are a spirit, I know.
Cordelia knelt down in front of him and asked for his blessing.
Look at me, father. Hold your hand over me and give me your blessing.
I think this lady is my child, Cordelia.
So I am.
As for Lear, he realized that this was Cordelia. He fully expected her to be angry with him. After all, she had every reason to be. But Cordelia made him understand that she loved him and forgave him. Both father and daughter were extremely happy to be together again.